Hey guys, welcome to my stream again. I wasn't able to do streams the last few days. I was having some issues. Sorry guys, but hopefully I'll continue the streams regularly from now on. Currently, I'm trying to figure out that why is this taking the width of my buttons. This red background should take its own width, not the width of my buttons and labels. Now I need to make sure that this update label and these two buttons stay separately with each other, but they're stacked together currently. What if I just add some padding? Paddings. On the left side, you can make it 0, on the right, it's 10. This should work, I guess. Or on left, I can give 5 just to make it a bit separated. And in this 20. Yeah, this can work, but it's not getting the pack. It's not getting any padding from the left side. Interesting. Okay, see. If I just say 13 here, it should apply to both sides. Yeah, it is applying the both sides, so it should work then. Then why is it not working? Just increase it to 30 and this should be 100. Yeah, this is good, I guess. But I'm concerned, what if I make it a bit bigger? Yeah, it stays at the same position. I need it to be dynamic. I need this screen to be dynamic. So if I increase it, it should consistently stay on the right side, and this should in the middle. I guess I can put this in the middle, and in the right side I can put this two 2 buttons. Then how am I supposed to do that? Okay, let's try it. I can make 3 frames to separate 3 areas, or maybe a grid. A grid would be a better option, I guess, where I'll have 3 columns. On this first column I will have this text, and in the third column I will have these 2 buttons. Let's try to implement it. Then I can I can put it in row 0 and column 0, just like this one. What is this level option? Sparix, sticky. And this is read row equals 0. The column is 2. Let's see if it works. Hopefully it should work, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so this is a problem. I guess both the update and cancel button is on top of each other, so it's creating a problem. I need to put it in column 1, and then I guess it can work. Yeah, it is working, but the back propagate is not working anymore now. I guess I can increase the weight of this first column and decrease the last 2. In this way they will be much closer, and this will take the maximum space. How am I supposed to do that? I need to check the documentation. Let's check the documentation for this. Can I search here? Button check. I need the grid things. I don't think they exist in your search. Grid documentation. Grid system, custom tick interior. Okay, grid system. Okay, so that's what I did. Column 0, weight 1, row 0, column 0, padding sticky. So I need to configure column individually to manage the weight individually, or I can do it with a tuple. I guess I can do this here. I need to do them individually. So the first row will have weight of 3 and last two will have weight of 1. This will have a weight of 1. Now it should be better. Yeah, it is better now. It's taking more width and they are taking less. Okay. What if I want this button to fill the whole gap? I mean, take the whole cell of the grid. I guess I can do the sticky. Yes, sticky. I can stick it in all 4 directions. They should north, south, east, west. Great. Let's do this and let's check. This one it is taking the whole thing, but not this one. Why is that? Am I missing something? So okay. I missed this one. It should be in here. This is how it should be. Yeah, now it's taking the whole thing. That's great. So in that case, I can increase it even more. Let's say I can make it to 4. But the problem will be when I increase the size, it will keep taking the whole thing, which I don't like. Well, let's do this. Let's make it 5. And for now, let's just keep it sticky to all sides so that I can get sense of the width of that each cell. Later on I can just make them a fixed width. Oh, I guess you cannot see the screen, right? Sorry guys, I didn't minimize it. You cannot see the screen, sorry. Okay, so I was saying this is better, but not that much better. Close it. I can make it to 7 and they can be 1. Yeah, this is much better. But again, the problem remains. If I increase the size of it, the size of this window, it keeps on stretching the buttons. But I can fix it. I can make it a fixed width and height. But that will not solve the issue of having too much space left on the right side. Right, so to fix it, okay, before that, let me fix the background thing. The background is taking the height of this button. It shouldn't do that. The back propagate things is not working. Do I have grid propagate? Grid propagate. Yeah, I have a grid propagate. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it is working. That's good. But now they are at the top. I think I have one row, right? This shouldn't be like this. Wires having two rows. Let me explicitly say self dot row configure 0 and the weight is 1. Yeah, now it's fine. Now it's good. The next thing is what is the next step now? If I cancel it, it should destroy this whole frame. So I can just say grid forget, or I guess place forget. Okay, let's implement a function in here. Frame. So I can do self.grid forget and not self.grid, self.place forget, and then when I click on it, yeah, it is closing. Or I can just clear the layout, I guess. What happens if I do this one? It just clears this thing, the layout. Then I can call this in destroy frame and then destroy everything. Let's say clear frame self dot clear layout, and then I can just forget it. So ultimately this should be destroy frame. So it will clear the layout and then it will clear the frame. Okay, that's good. Okay, what is the next step? Okay, so first of all, I don't need it to be sticky on this side. This can just be gone. in this way. It should place it at the center of the grid cell. Yeah, they are at the center. But I don't like this big gap in here. I guess I can stick it to the right side, and I can stick it to the left side, and then I can place some padding. Yeah, that would be a better idea. See, if I want to do that, I need to figure out the coordinate system of tick enter. Do I have anything in here regarding the coordinate system? No, this coordinate system, I mean the grid one. Custom tick enter grid coordinate system. Sticky, yeah, this is the one I want. So what does each of them represent? N is north, south, east to west, but what does it mean in X, Y, or top left sense? Do I have any images? Yeah, this one should work. So it's the northwest. I need the east and the west. Okay, I need east and west. Great. So I can stick it to the east, and I can stick it to the west. Yeah, that's what I wanted. Now I can place some artificial padding to make them separate. Add X, I'll have 0 on the left, 2 on the right. Add X, I will have 2 on the right, 0 on the yeah, this can work. I can have gap as I desire. So you can put it 4 or 5 in the both place. It should give me a 10 pixel of gap between the buttons. Yeah, this is good. So now if I increase the size, they stays in their position no matter how big the screen is or small the screen is. Okay, great. Okay, what is the next step? I need to design a proper button. So I can just give them FG color of colors dot blue accent, and hover can be colors dot blue 60, and what else? I need to have paddings, internal inner paddings basically. So iPad X, I can have 5 pixels. I don't think I need X axis. Let's go to Y. I need the same thing in here. iPad Y equal 5. And just make this one red button. PFG color is equal to colors dot red accent, and the hover color will be colors dot red 60. Before that I need to remove this red color, otherwise it will be invisible. I can make it secondary. Yeah, this is much better. Update, cancel. I like to use some different color in the background. Secondary color isn't looking that good. I need to add some font. Let's start with fonts, it would be easier. So first of all, I need to receive the fonts in here. So I can say loaded fonts is predict string. Now self dot loaded fonts, and in here self dot loaded fonts equal loaded fonts. And then I'll need to create a font that I will use. Actually forgot how to use a font. Let's check it out from the menu bar. Okay, let's say title font equal ctk font. How does it take? Takes a family which will be cell.loaded fonts, pins, semi bold I guess, and then I'll give it a size to 16 and the weight will be normal. Great. Now I can use it in the title as font equals cell.title font. I need 2 more fonts for the button. Just copy paste it now. This can be medium. Let's make it 15 and use the font in here. Font equals self.button font. Font equals self.button. Button font, and also this one can be a private method. Oh, an error. Did I do any mistake? Yeah, I made a spelling mistake. This B should be uppercase. Yep, it's better, but semi-bold I guess is too bold for me. It's not good, not looking good. Let's make it medium. Let's make it medium. Let's make it 14. I guess this one can be 14 as well. And the pad wise too much. Let's decrease it to 3. Yeah, this is much better. And update it or cancel it. But the background color is not matching, it's not going with the design. New update is available. Click update to stay up to date. And if I increase the size, this stays in their position. Okay, this is good. Now let's play with the color of the background. What options do I have for colors? I have the primary color. I got an accent color. What is this? I guess I should open in Figma to see which color suits the best. Let's try it on Figma. It will be better and faster. Just give me a second, guys. Let me open the Figma for me. So what I'm trying to do is I have a rectangle, good, and I have a text on top of it. Put it in here, make it pop-ins, make it medium and 14. Okay, now I need this blue button and I need a red button. Reason copied. Let me ungroup it. Okay, can bring it in here. So this is a rough idea. So if this is a rough idea, then what color will suit the best? If I make it primary, it won't work. If I make it the secondary, it doesn't work. With the accent. Accent kind of works, but not exactly. Let's try the green won't work, gray accent. Nope, doesn't work. Blue doesn't work. With the border, because this might work. Nope. What about the off-white? No, it doesn't work also. So I guess the best option, I have the accent, which I have currently. Okay, I guess I can take it. I already have the accent applied. This is the best I can get. Or I guess I'll need to find out some better color. But I'll do it later, not right now. It will take a lot of time. I'll tinker with these small things off stream. Otherwise it will be a bit boring. Okay, now I need to make this update thing functional. But before that, I need to make sure this appears at the right time. So if I have any update available, this should appear, otherwise it shouldn't. Okay, let's work on that. So far I have this update class that checks for an update available or not. Let's open the auto update. It's checking if I have the update available, and it's returning true or false based on that. If I have update available, it will return true, and if it returns true, I will show this frame, otherwise I won't. Now the problem is they are completely disconnected, and I'm not sure how I can make sure they know each other's state. So I'm using this frame in the main window, right? I'm using it in the main window, and the main window is being used in my main.py. That's good, but problem is I need to check this update every time the app is initialized, regardless the UI is being initialized or not. Okay, so this is a problem. So if I say when I'm showing the window, if I check it in here, I can pass the instance and I can call the check update in here, and if I have it available, I can place it, otherwise I can place forget it. But that won't be a good idea, because what if my UI isn't initialized properly? But if UI isn't initialized, then there is no point showing this one also. So I guess this one makes sense, that when my UI get initialized, I'll check for update, and if I have an update available, I'll show the frame. Okay, let's move it. Main window will receive an instance of auto update. I pass the instance. Well, or I don't think I even need to pass it. I can just initialize directly in the main window. I don't need to pass it even. Just initialize it in here. What does it take? Those are optional. Okay. Now I can create a method to update frame. So this will take self to update the check update at start. So if I have this to true, then I will do this. And take the whole thing in here. Right. Else I don't need to do anything else. Do I need this small screen in here? Yo man, what's up? That's good. But I'm confused that do I need this small screen in here for responsiveness? I guess let me check it. Let me check it. main we need to take 2 position argument, but 3 were given. Main window doesn't take 2 positional arguments. What is wrong? Main.py. Did I not save it? No. Sorry, I haven't saved it. Okay. Oh, sorry. I haven't called the method yet. Asadullah, man, how are you doing, man? How's everything? Welcome to the stream. Did I lost it? Where did it go? Oh, there you go. Let's just call it self dot show update frame. Let me just comment it out for a moment, really, just so I can see the UI. Okay, this is good. This is good. I don't think I need to work on the responsiveness for this one. I full screen it. No, I don't need to work on the responsiveness. It's already responsive. So, okay, then I don't need the small screen. I can just delete it. And I can initialize it in here as well without any consequence. But so the conclusion so far is, if I have an update available, it will show an update frame, and if not, it will not show the frame. Now my concern is, I'm not concerned, I need to actually test the theory. So to test it, I'll need to work on my backend for a little bit. Right, just started, and I need to see if I have any update in my database. Just give me a second, guys. I'm trying to open my database and Postman. So I have one. This is the whole version, but it won't work. I guess I'll need to rebuild the whole thing and upload again. Yes, let's do it. I'm here. Let's just do it. Let's take this new version and create a new installer, and then I'll check it. I don't have to. I guess I can just create this new one and upload it as a new version. Yeah, let me just do it. Let me make another exe and upload it as a updated version, and then I can check it. So for that, so the readme, just okay, I need to open my installer setup. This can be 1.1. New version. Okay, and once I have the exe, I will convert it to the installer, then upload it to the database. For the time being, I don't think I need to keep this on running. Come back to it later. It might take some time, guys. Just give me a few seconds. Not second, actually, it will take a few minutes. Let's wait while it's done. Give me a second, guys. It's taking a bit long. Convert it to exe. Okay, it's done. Now let's convert it to installer. Yep, it is done. Now just let's sign the installer and then upload it. Right, now let's upload it. I guess you cannot see the screen, just let me make it visible. Yeah, now we should see it. So this is a new installer. I'll give it a new version, new update. Now it should upload it to my database. My backend isn't running. Let me start my backend. Okay, now if I send it, okay, so new update is uploaded. So if my logic is correct, if I run this, and in my auto update I have this to be 0.0.0, it should assume that a new update is available and it should show me the UI. Yes, showing. Great. So it's showing it. Now I need to make sure if I click on update, it is start the updating process. Great. So for that, I actually done it already in some place. I need to check update status. What is it doing? Does it have a confirm button? Date? No, not this one. Confirm update. Yeah, this one. Oh, this is the yes button. What is the command? So just setting this data var to be true. Okay. And where is this var coming from? Where am I using this confirm update? On the menu bar. I'm using it on the menu bar. I'm sending this confirm vars and I'm tracing it. If I write something on the yes, it will call this confirm update. So if it gets false, it will just return it. And if it gets true, and I have this window, it will first destroy it. And then it will start update from the auto update. So ultimately I can just say this. When user clicks on the update, I'll just say auto update and start update. This should start the updating process then. So in here, I'll add a command self dot. I don't have the auto update instance here, I guess. Right, I don't have the instance. Let's make it a private variable. So where can I access this auto update? I guess in the main window. Yeah, in the main window I have this auto update. I can pass it, but do I need to? Or I can do similar thing with a variable. I can declare some variable here that user wants to update it, and if user click it, or I guess I can simply pass the instance and get rid of this all this complexity and start the update directly from here. Okay, let's pass the then what I can do and start the update in here, and in here serve auto update and pass it like this. So technically it should start the updating process. If I cancel it, it goes away. And if I click update, none type has no what? Update status. Auto update. Ah, okay, I guess I need to pass few more things in the main window. It takes few things. It takes the loaded fonts. What else? It takes the parent. Okay. So if I just put it in here, parent is ctk, so I can pass the self, and I can pass the loaded fonts. Takes anything else? No. Will it work now? Let's hope for it. Download failed. Unable to complete the download. Why? Why the download failed? Let's check the flow again. So I'm initializing the auto update in here, and I'm calling it inside the show update frame, and show update frame checks if I have update available, then it will show this frame. Okay, otherwise it won't. What happens in the frame? So in the update button, user starts the update. So I need to check the auto update, what it's doing in the start update. It's initializing the update status class, starting a new thread, and in the thread it's calling a function, download and update. Download failed. I guess this is the error I was saying, right? Do I have it anywhere else? I have it in two places. So I was having this error, unable to complete the download. Let's print the error message. Let's see, here's the issue. So I have an update available. This is good. If I click on update, invalid URL. Invalid URL. No schemes applied. Perhaps you meant HTTP. So what is wrong here? Is it not initializing the UI? No, it is initializing the UI. Otherwise it will not move forward. Can I get a line number where the error is happening? Let's just add a trace back. Let's print the raw error. Get a better clear view. Update, the same thing. I need to add a trace back. Otherwise, the error is completely unclear. How do you do it? Okay. Now I guess I can get more clear view. So just saying request exception missing scheme, invalid URL, empty string, no scheme supplied. Perhaps you meant HTTPS. Starting from this line. This is the line, download URL. Don't I have the download URL? Oh, wait. I need to set the download URL, man. I need to set the download URL. Without this, it cannot work. Okay. Okay, I need to download URL. Okay. Now, how should I do it? In here. So I'm making an API request if update is available, getting the version in my server, then comparing my local version with my server version. So if my server version is greater than my local version, I'm returning true. In here, I need to make another API request that will get the download URL. Okay. So I just say if not, then I can return false. And in here, I can make another API request, just like I did update it in here like this. Okay, let's check the flow again. So I'm making an API request, getting the version. I'm checking, getting the board version, checking if server version is not greater than the local version. I'm returning false. Let's just have a different check if server version is less than local version or server version is equal to local version. Return false. Only if server version is greater than local version, I'll make another request to the download URL. I'll get the download URL from the data, store it in the download URL, and then I'll return true. Okay, this should fix the issue, hopefully. Let's check it. Update. Yep, let's fix the issue. It's downloading the update. Let's see if it installs the update or not. Okay, now it's closed the app. That is great. That's good sign. It's giving me the prompt, and it's giving me the prompt to install. I guess you want to see this process. I guess I haven't shared the screen for this one. So basically it's working. So now if I run this again, that update frame should not appear because now my app is up to date. Oh, I guess it will appear because I'm running it from my code because it's not getting the correct version. But if I run that is installed in my local computer, it shouldn't let me do that. Or there's another way that I can check it reliably. I can just return the latest version from here. This is the one that is in my local computer installed, and it is not showing the update frame. That is good, but I would like to check it from my code. So if I change it to the latest version, it shouldn't give me the prompt to update again. Yep, it's not giving it. That's good. Okay, so it's basically done. I can move on to the next issue. Next thing should be I need to check the update periodically, like in every 24 hours. I need to check the update once. So there is basically I'm checking update in 3 different ways. When the app starts, I will check the update, or I'll check it every 24 hours. Or if user want to check it manually, they can check it from the menu option. So these are the three ways that I'm checking the update, so I can make sure that user is always up to date. The last thing that is remaining is I need to check it periodically in every 24 hours. Now this needs to be a bit reliable, so I need to use some local file system to make it more reliable. But before that, I need to make something that can run particular code in every 24 hours or after a certain interval of time. How am I supposed to do that? So what I can do, when initially I'm checking it in the main window, this time. So when I'm checking it, I can write a file that this is the time that I check the update. Then I can use another piece of code that will read that file, and it will see if 24 hours have been passed or not from the last check. If 24 hours have been passed, it will check again and then overwrite the content of that file. I'm not sure how good this approach is, but that's my initial idea. That's interesting. How am I supposed to do that? Hmm. Okay, before that, let's fix some other issues. I guess I had a package named Q or similar to this. Async Q, right? This one. Can I use this one? Because I used it somewhere to do something periodically. Async IO. What did I use it? Yeah, token checker. So what I did in here is I created a task. Okay, I initialize as none, unlocking the task. So when I'm starting it, it's created the task. Right, false, task not, task is none, then return. So once the task is started, what I'm doing next, log and stop. We've already stopped into that, stop to 2. So basically I need to, I can use this pub/sub model, I guess, the same thing that I'm doing for token checking. I can basically do this for everything. not everything might. So I have an interval. Initially it is 60 seconds. So it's checking it every minute basically. So this 60 can be 24 hours. Then it will check in every 24 hours. Right. So now while true, sleep for 1 minute, and then if not stop, then return. Sorry, if stop, then return. If not token, then continue. I'm checking token. This can be the check update function. If I have update available, then show the frame. Else do nothing. Right, I need similar things to this one. Let's make a controller for this. Check update. Could I make a different controller or the integrate in the auto update thing? Let's see. Auto update. I integrate that token checker things like in here. In that case, I'll need a subscribe method. I need a pub sub model. So user will subscribe to this. If I have update, then I'll notify the subscriber. Else I will append it to the subscribers. Okay. Can I have multiple subscribers? I don't think I should have multiple subscribers because I need only one process to check the update. So one subscriber is more than enough. Okay, let's just do it. I need a subscribe method. It will take a callback. Do I need a list of callable? Man, I'm confused right now. Do I need multiple subscriber or not? Or maybe I can do, yeah, I need multiple callback. I need multiple callback because I can perform a lot of tasks if I have update available in future. So yes, I can. I think it makes sense to have a list. So it can be a list of callable, none, returns nothing. I need a flag that will say that update is available. So for now it can be false. So if I have update available, I can just call it directly and return it. or else I can just the subscribers will be list of callables or subscribers dot append callable. So this is the subscribe method. I need an interval. So interval equals 60 seconds multiplied by 60 minutes. Basically interval should be in seconds, right? So I need to break down 24 hours into seconds. How do I do it? 24, if I multiply it by 60 multiplied by 60, okay, so my calculation was right. 24 hours equal 86,400 seconds. So if I want to calculate this in here, I need to do is 24 multiplied by 60 minutes multiplied by 60 seconds. This should give me the 86. We'll just say 86,400. It does give me 86,400. Oh, I don't need it anymore. I can just close it for now at least. So this is going to be interval 24 hours. 24 hours. So this is my interval. So every 24 hours this process will run. But I have a problem here. I'm assuming that this application will run 24 hours. That's not the case, right? Yeah, this is a wrong model. My assumption is wrong. What would be a better idea? I can check it every 1 hour and then I can compare if with the last check time. If it is 24 hours, then I can push the update. I guess that is a better idea. So basically Yes, let's go back to 1 hour. 1 hour, it will check everything in 1 hour. In each hour, it will check for what? No, it will not check for update. It will check the file, that what is the last check time. Then it will check with the current time if 24 hours have passed since last check. Okay, so for that I need to write a file. I can ignore this one, but in here, so I've checked here for the version, and then I can write a file in here. Just import from controllers. Store that right. It takes a file path and the data. Data can be a dictionary or a list of dictionary. And get the app directory and can name the file to update log.bin. Can I get the current time in Python, man? Import time dot, or maybe import date time dot time. Okay, let me check online. Okay, how to get current time in Python. Datetime dot now. Datetime dot now should give me the current time. Okay, let's check it. Datetime has no attribute. Okay, from datetime import datetime. Okay, I'm getting the current time. Get only the time portion. Okay, I guess datetime dot time should work. Time dot now. It will give me the current time. This time is now. So this will write it to the update log.bin file, and last time is now. Okay. If I run it, should actually do it. To verify it, let me check that there is no file named update log, my environment. So no file. Now hopefully I should get. Oh, you cannot see my screen, guys. Sorry. Okay. Doesn't exist. The file isn't created, man. Why isn't this being run? Let me print it. What is the condition? It should be checking every time I open it. The main window. Yeah, this is checking it, right? So it's every time my UI is being initialized, it's calling this function, and this function is calling this check update at start, and in here I'm just trying to create a new file. Then it should work. And it's writing it, so if the file doesn't exist, it should create the file. Yeah, it's giving me the time. It's not creating it. Why? Wrong. Writing file object of the type datetime is not JSON serializable. Okay. Do I need to stringify it or something like that? Let's convert it to string and store it like this. So give me a second, guys. Let me stop some background application that I don't need right now. I guess I don't need the Figma anymore. Let me just close it. I don't need this one either right now. Yeah. So what I was doing is converting the time to string and try to, yeah, now it stored it. Okay, this is good. So it needed to be a string. It cannot store a time format. Okay, so this is the last time I checked. So this is good. And now in my auto update, I'll check every 1 hour. I'll see if 1 hour is passed, since in every 1 hour I'll check that if 24 hours have been passed or not since the last check. And bring this run method in here. Stop. Okay, so do I need a stop state? Yeah, I need a stop state. Splitting it here as well. Let's create a lock. Sleeping for the interval. If it's already stopped, then return. I don't need this token. I'm not checking the token here. Now this is where I'll check that if 24 hours have been passed or not. Then now the question is, how do I compare times? Self.task. Let's make sure the stop is fine. So with log, if it's already stopped, then return. Otherwise, stop to true. Several tasks not done, then cancel it. Then if I have any cancel error, just ignore it and task to none. Stop function is fine then. The subscribe function is fine. Now the run. So while true, I'll sleep for the interval. If it's stopped, then return, don't proceed further. Is token valid? So I need to replace this with something. Check if 24 hours have been passed since the last check. If 24 hours have passed, as this expire function is doing, expire with log, expire to true, stop to true, callback subscriber. Let's make it to do in here. If 4 hours has been passed, then notify the subscribers. No. Check if 24 hours have been passed in the last shake. If 24 hours have been passed since last shake, check for update, and if update is available, if update is available, then notify the subscribers. So this is the flow basically. I need to perform 3 tasks in here, but before that I'll need a start method. Let's just copy paste it. I don't need this. I need to check if it's verified or not. Do I need this verified though? If stop is false, stop, then return false. Token doesn't exist. Valid. So start will basically start this. Start the task. Except this one. If task is already started, then I can return a none. Otherwise, I'll create a task and return true. the task will start this run function. This run function in every 1 hour, if not stopped, it will check if 24 hours have been passed since the last check. If 24 hours have been passed since the last check, check for update. If update is available, then notify the subscribers. So these are 3 things that I need to do in here. This is some, you know what, let's just not waste my brain power. We can just go to ChatGPT for this. Let's see what ChatGPT does. Time delta 24 hours. Update, now to update subscribers. Then the stop event, it's using the thread. Interesting. It's not going with the async approach. Okay, it's using the thread. Okay, that's fine. Subscribers, so subscribers is appending all the callbacks. Starting, if thread is alive, then return. Otherwise, create the thread and start the run. Starting the thread. Stop is basically stop event.set. While not stop event is set, so stop event, so basically thread is running, then should check. Okay, if should I check for the update or not, if it's returned true, then I'll check for the update available in the auto update. Write the last check. That's good. Write the last check. If update is available, I'll emit the event that update is available. Accept exception. Check failed. Sleep in a small chunk to stop. It's responsive. Set return time sleep 60. Then time logic should check. So read the last check. Last check is done. Return true. Return date dot now minus last check is greater than update gate. Okay, it's returned true or false. Read the last check. It says reading. Okay, that's good. It's reading the updated pin. So format last time. Some formatting it back to time. I'm returning the basically time in here. To write the last check, I'm writing this now to ISO format. Okay, so I'm basically emitting the subscriber callback. Okay, now the users initializing once, probably at app startup, root, update scheduler, auto update, subscribe, start. Guys, I'll need a break. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Just give me a second, guys. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Welcome back, guys. Let's start working on this update scheduler thing. I can get rid of this from auto update. Just use this at this point. Okay, now I can just copy paste it. Now I need to make this type in the scheduler event. Wait a minute. Put it in. And just copy paste it in here. Except time delta, I need to import it. Anything else? Well, if I'm being honest, I can just create the instance in here. I don't need to just make it come from the parameter. Schedule event. schedule event. Why are you not importing it? From type dot schedule update import schedule event. So I need to import the time. Just standard time. Date time. Store controllers dot secure file import store. Yeah. So a few changes that I will need here. Can just put this whole thing in here. I don't even need this auto update, I guess. No, I'll need the auto update. Otherwise I will not be able to set the download URL properly, and then it will create a new drama. Yep. So I need the auto update instance here. What is wrong with this if I just create the instance instead of just getting it via this? Because if I do it and I start it in here, like initializing, if I initialize the update scheduler in the startup of the app, then I will not have this auto update thing. And instead, if I just read the update in here, the instance here, then it don't matter that while I am calling this using this update scheduler, the auto update will always be available to me. Then the problem will be I will have multiple instances of the auto update. So my first instance is in this main window. Second instance, nope, that's the one instance. Second instance will be in this menu bar. And then third instance will be in this update scheduler. So I will have three instances of the same class. But if I can avoid it, I don't think, can I avoid it? Is it a possibility? So I have this in the main window. What is main window is doing? It's basically just passing it, I guess. No, it's checking at the start and then it's passing the instance to the update frame, and in this update frame what I'm doing in this update frame, in the update frame I will just start in the update, I'm just starting the update here. Okay, that is fine. And in the menu bar, I'm checking if update is available. If update is available, I'm showing another confirmation window, and then I'm starting the update. Well, theoretically, it shouldn't create any problem, to be honest. Yeah, I can just create another instance in here without any problem. Hopefully, if any problem occurs, we'll see it later. Self.auto update equal auto update. I don't think I need to pass the root and the fonts because I'm not working with UI here. No UI operation is going on, so it shouldn't create any problem. Okay. Anything else? Anything else that I need to change? Let's start with the flow again. So auto update, I'm creating instance. I have a subscribe method so that people can subscribe to this class, and then start method that will start the whole thing, start the schedule, and then I have a stop that will stop the schedule, and then I have a run method that will check periodically that I have update available or not. Right, so check update available, write the last check. If update available, then I'm letting everyone know that update is available. If any error occurs, I will just say that update failed. Not sure why sleeping for 1 minute, but anyway. Okay, then should shake function is basically reading the last shake, and the last shake basically reading the file. Interesting. So okay, let me go to auto start and store.write. Instead of a string, I can just do this. Instead of string, datetime.now, now.iso format. I guess this one should work also. This will make it consistent across all the writings. Let's see if this creates any problem or not. It shouldn't though. Shouldn't create any problem. Oh, okay. I guess I can write properly. Let me check it. I can write it. You know what, let me delete it and then try again to confirm. Let me delete this update log. And now if I run, this still should be able to write. No error at least. That's good. Yeah, it's written the update log. Okay, then it's fine. Now I can read and write properly. From ISO format, I'm taking the last time on the data and converting to the date time, and then date time dot now minus last check. If it's greater than or equal to update gate, what is it? Update gate time delta 24 hours. Okay, if it's greater than 24 hours, then I'll return true, else false. Then the should check will be called here, and if it's returned true, we'll check update available, and I'm write the last check, and if update is available, I will emit update available event. Yeah, looks good. Logically it should work. Now I need the uses. And now the main challenge is this one. I need to show some UI. So whenever my app is basically being initialized, I can initialize this update. Import update scheduler. I don't need this. Quitting everything. I will dot update scheduler dot stop. The question is update schedule update. Main problem is this function that I need to solve. So this is not the main app. This is not yep, this is the problem. So if event is schedule update available, This is a huge problem in here. I'm completely disconnected from my UI. But if I want to be connected with my UI, then I'll lose this update thing when my UI is not available. But I want this to run regardless I have the UI initialized or not. This has nothing to do with the UI, but it does need the UI. Pretty weird situation. So basically I need to run this function or just this one. Need this auto update instance. This is a huge problem right now for me. What if I do if self dot window, if I have this available, then I can make a public API. We'll just do this. This public API will, if I have window available, then self dot show update frame. Or maybe I can create an attribute is update available. By default is false, so initially there is no update that is available. And if I have this and self dot is update available to true, else self dot is update available to false. Now I can pass this in the main window, and main window will check if this is available. If this update available is true, if it's true, then I can just show update frame and I guess this can work. Now I have access to this. Now I have access to this. Is update available? If update is available, then I can just self.show update frame. Else I guess this update frame needs to be singleton, because otherwise it will create some problem. There's a possibility that it can show the same frame twice, can create some error, might crash the software as well. So this class itself needs to be singleton. Update frame. But I cannot make it a singleton, otherwise I have to check if any other instance of the same class already created or not. How do I check it? My brain is hurting, man. Completely clueless at this point. Okay, let's just think it from a relaxed mind. Okay, let's think through the problem. So this is what is going to happen. In the main.py, I have this update scheduler. I have a subscriber, and then I'm starting the scheduler. Good. For the scheduler, if I have update available, the update man, I made some spelling mistake. Is update available? Okay. So if I have an update available, it will set the is update available to true, else it will set it to false. So far so good. Then I'm taking this update available and sending it to the main window. So whenever main window get initialized, it will get this update available attribute, and then I can use it in here that if update is available, that means I can show the update frame directly, right? So if update available, then I can show show update frame. In fact, I can make it a private method. So if update is available, I'll show the frame. So far so good. If update is not available, then I'll not show the frame. This is also good, but how does this startup thing comes into the play? Should I just call it here, show update frame at startup, like this? Okay, so what happens when, let's say, I open the app, I have an update available, then basically it shows the frame, and as the update is available, this also is true, then it's showing it again. So this is the only case that I'm concerned about. Is this possible that this case will ever happen? And what happens if I'm trying to show the same frame twice? Got a bunch of questions without any answers. And this is so irritating. Oh, frustrating, man. Okay, let's go with the flow again. I open the app, I have an update available, it will call this function. So this function basically checking if update is available. Okay, the update lets the update is available. Then it's calling this function that will then show the update frame. Good. And in the update frame, showing the update frame, and in the update frame, okay, when this update available gets okay, so this run, so I started a new thread, then call this run, check update available, checking again in here that update available or not. Let's say the update is available. Okay, so everything is depending on this should check function. So will it check at the startup or not? That is the main question. Read the last check. Reading the last check. I'm reading the update log and converting the ISO format to datetime and returning it, else returning none. Wait, so it will check if I have. Oh, okay. So the last check is none, then it will check. So assuming the last check is not none, then datetime.now minus last check is greater than or equal to time gate. So basically 24 hours have been passed. Okay, so this logic will prevent this from checking 2 times. But if I assume that 24 hours have been passed and new update is available, in that case this will be true. Okay, so I have only one scenario where I can possibly have this problem. Let me simulate the issue. Let me just call this function twice to see what happens when I have same instance of two instances of the same class. It just basically creates one on top of another. So it won't result in any error, but I need some sort of ways to detect that one instance is already running, so I don't need to create another one. Okay, so at least the good news that it won't prone to an error or it won't crash my application. If not, self-taught update. Now let me do this. Let me check here that if one instance is already created or not. Update frame, it will be union. Update frame or none. All none. Okay, good. Now if self dot update frame is none, only then I'll create this, otherwise I won't. So this is basically a fallback for safety, so that it doesn't create two different instances of the same thing. So now I should have only one, even though I have called it twice. Yep, great. Fix the issue, great. Now I can go back to it. If update available, then do this. Okay, now everything should be fine. Although I should test it, but I'm afraid I don't have enough time to test it properly. I'll just trust on the logic that it will work. I need to rebuild the whole thing if I want to test. And for testing purpose, I can change things here, but not right now. I'll test it later on. I guess I'll stop the stream right now. I got some work to do off stream, guys. Thank you so much, whoever joined the stream. Hopefully, I'll be streaming tomorrow as well. Hopefully, because I'm not sure, but I'll try my best. But thank you so much, everyone, for joining the stream. Take care. Bye bye.